another free video. Here we are going to discuss all those queries as well as topics which will be helpful to crack an interview of an ETL tester. To know more, you can check the course details of our website ETL testing tutorial. If you have any query regarding the free video, then you can speak your mind under the QA section. So here I have listed out some of the important concepts that should be clear in your mind before you face an interview. The first thing is SQL basics. The concepts of SQL should be clear in your mind. That means some of the joins concepts and unions and the operators, all those concepts which are main or important ones should be clear in your mind. If you can understand all the concepts, then that is well and better. And then comes the data warehouse concept. So all the concepts and terminologies of data warehouse should be clear in your mind. You must know what do we mean by data modeling. The ETL testing concept should be very clear in your mind. From where we start, where we end, from the source to the target, what all things we need to cover. Like from source, when we fetch the data, we may put the data in the staging area for validating, then we may pass the data in ODS, and then the data is passed to the data warehouse. After that, the data marts could be created. So the ODS phase is optional in some projects or in some cases. That doesn't mean that ODS is covered in every project of ETL. So it depends on the case. Okay. And now, so when I talk about projects, as we have already learned that from source up to the target, we need to pass the data by performing some kind of validations. So we need to test those validations with the help of some test cases. And then the BI testing is very important. So the concept of BI testing should be very clear to you when you face the interview. I have also listed out some more queries that could be asked in the interview. The first thing is the difference between OLTP and OLAP system. So what do we mean by OLTP? OLTP means the current data that is present in the source table, and if I talk about the OLAP system, that means the current data as well as the historical data which will be recorded or populated in the data warehouse. So what do we mean by the term transformation? Obviously, where we perform all the validation, where the cleansing has happened, that is known as transformation. So we have already explained or learned about this. What do we mean by active transformation and the passive transformation? You can go through the previous videos for details. And what do we mean by threshold value validation testing? So in this testing, a tester validates the range of data that has to be passed. All the threshold values in target system are to be checked to ensure that they are as per the expected result. What do we mean by this? Let us take a case where we are having an age column. So here I come with the threshold value validation that I just want to pass 100 values at a time, or 100 characters could be recorded in this age column. So this is a threshold value. I'm validating this with a constraint. So here what will happen? This attribute should not have a value greater than 100, right? So this is what we mean by the threshold value validation. And then comes the three approaches that could be followed for system integration test. So basically, what do we mean by this? If I talk about the three approaches, there are top-down approach, bottom-up approach, and the hybrid approach. Right? Top-down means when we extract the data from sources, then we put the data in staging area, validate it, and put the data in data warehouse, then in data marts. But if I talk about bottom-up approach, what happens in bottom-up approaches? First we extract the data, then we validate, then we put the data in data marts. After putting the data in data marts, then the data will be recorded in a target data warehouse. So this is what? This is bottom-up approach. So you must understand the concepts well before you face the interview. You must know what do we mean by data purging. See, data purging means when you are removing all the records from your data completely from the schema or completely with the schema, that is known as data purging. If I say that in a layman term, that means completely removing the data from the recycle bin as well as from the current database. Okay, you must also know and understand the concepts of SCD. What do we mean by SCD? The slowly changing dimensions, and need to know its types, SCD1, SCD2, okay, all its types. What do we mean by self join? So when you join a table with itself, that is known as self join. So all these concepts should be clear so that you can answer them frequently or instantly to the interviewer. And you should also know about some kind of bugs or errors that could be faced when you are working as an ETL tester. You must know what do we mean by a cosmetic bug and what is that testing bug that comes while performing the threshold validation testing. See, this is a test case. In while performing this, which bug do may occur? So the bug that may occur is boundary value analysis related bug. So you must know about all these minor concepts, or you should have a keen observation on them, and you should know that what kind of bug is occurred when um, we are working with such case, like in case user A is already logged in and user B is trying to log in, but the system is not allowing. So what kind of bug is this? This is a load condition bug. So then comes that um, which bug type in ETL testing does not allow to enter the valid values. It may be an invalid bug or an input output bug, we can say. So we must know about all the bugs and errors that could be faced while testing the process. Okay. So if I move to the next slide, that is containing the common ETL testing scenarios, we must understand the different validations that could be um, queried in the interview, that is the testing scenarios. See, within testing scenarios, we must know about structure validation. It explains about the structure of the data that is present in our database from where we are fetching it. It is also talking about the validating mapping document and the validating constraints. What kind of constraints are passed? Is it a primary key, or is it a foreign key, or is there any surrogate key that is passed? You must understand the concept of constraints, the data consistency which should be there. So these all are the different checks or the validations that comes in the test cases. I have also listed out some of the test cases here in a document, like different types of testings. What do we mean by BI functional testing? As I have told you that the BI report testing concept should be clear in your mind. So here I have prepared a document where I have listed out all the kind of testings of BI report testing, like the subject area design check, the mapping check, the join checks, and we are also covering the report access security and the data security check, sign single sign-on security. That means a single person can sign into the database. Only the privileges will be provided to a single person. Then comes the integration security and some more regression testings. And you should also understand some more concepts that are very basic. Like what do we mean by normalization? What is the data mart? So basically we know that what is the data mart. After the data is loaded in the data warehouse, and then we take out some subsets of that data that will be known as the data marts. What do we mean by normalization? Basically the data that is present in the data warehouse is always present in the normalized form. What do we mean by denormalization? We must know that. So denormalization means there may be null values, the data may be get repeated in some cases. And if I talk about some more queries, that is, what do we mean by schema? Obviously, we have learned about Snowflake schema and star schema. We must know the difference between both of them. Like as I have already explained over here. See, okay, I have not listed out that. So here I have listed out about the schemas and the types of schemas. You must know what do we mean by dimension, what do we mean by fact tables. So basically, I have already explained about this that a dimension will record only the text values, whereas the fact table will record all the numeric values, right? So we have discussed about them, so all the concepts should be clear in your mind about the type of facts and what do we mean by dimensional modeling. There are some more queries like what do we mean by flat file. We have already explained, um, I have already explained about it, that what do we mean by txt csv. We have taken all these as our source files in informatica. So as I have covered about ods in the ppt, right? You must know the difference between olab and data warehouse. What do we mean by surrogate key? So these all queries could be asked, so you can learn them and you can keep them in your mind so that it will be helpful to crack an interview